Team as far as the upcoming Champions Trophy is concerned. But guess what? Such have been the relations between India and Pakistan that no other team has been able to travel. Or these are such times, in fact, that getting any form of approval to visit Pakistan is looking tough. However, as far as the Blind Cricket World Cup is concerned, the T20 edition of it, there is a development on that front. What is that all about? Be with me as I tell you over the next couple of minutes what we're getting to know here at Sports Today. Now, for the upcoming edition of the T20 World Cup for blind cricket, remember I'm talking about, India's done incredibly well in blind cricket as well. In fact, India have hosted the previous editions of the three previous editions of the blind cricket T20 World Cup that's taken place. However, this time around Pakistan have the hosting rights. What we are getting to know right now is that the sports ministry has given clearance to the CABI, as far as, which is the Blind Cricket Association, the body that looks at blind cricket in India. The clearance has been given to them from the sports ministry. However, that doesn't quite mean that the blind cricket team can also travel to Pakistan. So both the Indian cricket team, the BCCI, while they await a decision from the government to be made, a decision from the MHA to be made, likewise you see for the blind cricket team as well, for the upcoming T20 edition of the Blind Cricket World Cup that is to take place in a few weeks time in Pakistan. For that as well, the team is having to wait at the moment, because while the sports ministry may have given the clearance, the MHA, which is the Ministry of Home Affairs, and the MEA, which is the Ministry of External Affairs, both are yet to give their clearance to the blind cricket team as well. In fact, we here at Sports Day do have a copy of that NOC as well. Allow me to quickly read out to you what is it that the sports ministry NOC says. The NOC says that the letter in fact says that as far as India's participation is concerned, the ministry has no objection from the sporting angle. There is no objection to the participation of the men's cricket team for the fourth T20 World Cup for the blind in Pakistan, which will take place, like I said, in a couple of weeks. Starts from the 22nd of November up till the 3rd of December is till when it goes, at no cost to the government, subject to clearances from the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Ministry of External Affairs. Now, what is it that the Sports Ministry has now been told? What is it that the Sports Ministry has now told the Cricket Association of Blind in India, or the CABI, as I earlier said? Now they have been told to approach the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Ministry of External Affairs to get adequate clearances. Remember, there is a security issue that India has been apprehensive of in terms of sending any of their teams to Pakistan, and we've seen in the past as well, India has not traveled. The men's cricket team hasn't traveled to Pakistan since 2008. That's when they had last gone. No series has taken place. The relationship between the two countries has been such that you found it difficult for any team to be going there. However, that's not to say, don't be mistaken, that there's been no representation of India in Pakistan while hosting a major tournament. It happened last year when one of the Indian contingents did in fact go. However, when it comes to cricket, as we've seen in the past, things do get looked at differently. There is bigger attention. It makes for a bigger viewing at times. It sparks for a bigger debate. It calls for a bigger debate whether all sports should then be looked at the same way. But that's maybe a conversation we can have at a different time. But at the moment, both the blind cricket team as well as the men's cricket team, the CABI and the BCCI, both being put on hold as far as clearances are concerned. What we do know, in fact, as far as the BCCI are concerned, BCCI have not been given that clearance at the moment. They have communicated the decision via the ICC to the PCB, and the PCB are busy now exploring whatever options that they are looking at in terms of hosting the 2025 edition of the Champions Trophy. So things are murky at the moment, but for all the very latest, and as the situation gets resolved, give us the opportunity to break that news to you. What you need to do is tap that bell, subscribe to Sports Today if you like what we do over here. But for now, I'm going to be taking your leave. Thank you so much.